Good morning, history scholars. Welcome back from spring break. Hope you guys are excited to get back into somewhat more of a normal routine. Obviously, we're not going to be in a normal routine for quite some time, but we'll do the best that we can with what we've got. So today, guys, you're going to be working on some notes. It'll be our first time trying notes online, so bear with me. It's going to be a combination of a couple of videos, but I'm going to show you that document in just a second, actually on this video, so you guys know exactly what to do. Big thing for you guys, I should have had it down here for homework, is that we're going to try to test on Friday. We'll do a test that will be operated through Canvas. And that test review guide is something that you've had the whole unit, so it'll be the same kind of stuff. Probably not as many questions, but you should be working on that review guide in your spare time, and we will have all the information to cover that. I'll also be doing a Zoom test review, so if you haven't been on Zoom yet, start looking that up, but I will share a link out for how we're going to do that as soon as I get that all arranged. So real quick, we'll go over current events. It won't take a whole lot of time on this, but as you can see, it's coronavirus is absolutely dominating it. And not surprising, it is obviously a global pandemic. And in the United States, we're starting to explode as far as the number of cases and the number of deaths, which we expected. So one of the big changes yesterday, the president announced that the restrictions that he has put in place will last not 15 days, but all the way until the end of the month. So there was a time where the hopeful thinking was that maybe our 15 days of social distancing was going to change things enough. But the reality is the virus takes a little bit longer than that to work its way through people. So even within that time, we were going to see a lot more cases. Dr. Fauci, who is our chief doctor for infectious diseases, said in several reports yesterday he thinks our death tolls could reach as high as 100 to 200,000, which is incredible to even think about. Of course, there are many famous people that are starting to come down with it, including Prince Charles in England. Yesterday, a country singer that you guys may not be aware of, definitely older, but Joe Diffie passed away. There are many other famous people that are sick. Economically, the United States passed a huge stimulus package, depending on how you call it, but some American families will be receiving money depending on income earned to help them through this, because obviously there's a lot of families out there that are struggling because they have been sidelined, unable to work by this outbreak. How about some positive news? Sort of. Right now, oil prices are hitting almost a 20-year low. We're just about, I think, maybe 2002, there might have been just a little bit lower. But in 20 years, we haven't had cheaper gas prices. The kicker, of course, we can't go anywhere. So there's that. Background of the day, guys, comes from my neighborhood. That's a farm that I can see if I take my drone up in the air from my house, and that's what I've been somewhat limited to. Even though we can move around, you can travel, but I've been trying to take some pictures without moving from my house that I'll be sharing with you guys in the upcoming days. All right, so now I'm going to take down the slide that has our info, and I'm going to look at this doc with you guys, which is, of course, the doc that has all your information on it. And it looks like somebody already is on here. Who's on here? Adam. Oh, good morning, Adam. You're the first one on our agenda today, and you got there before the agenda was up. But what I wanted to show you guys is, one, I'm going to start running the agenda with the first thing coming each day at the top, so it'll be a little bit easier to look through. So you'll see the things that we talked about are on here, but you'll also see that there's this link right here that's going to take you to the Kennedy and Cold War notes. If you look at that, when you open it, if you click here, this is the link to the Google slide presentation. And of course, you got to bear with me, guys, because I'm changing all these things as we go. That's not exactly the slides that you would have been given if we had been doing this in class, but I've tried to update some of the things as best I could. So you'll start this out by going to part one right here. That'll be me talking about that. Unfortunately for this one, there isn't a little Mr. Harriet in the corner. I don't know why, it just didn't go on there. Maybe for some of you that'll be a good thing. But anyway, you're going to watch that, answer these questions, or fill out these blanks. Remember, you can obviously speed it up, slow it down, stop it, whatever you need to do, but there are going to be some video clips in here as well. So just like we would do in class, you'll stop at that point where it's time to watch a video, watch that video, answer those questions to the best of your ability, then you move into part two. And this is relatively short, guys. We're only talking two, I don't know, 7 and maybe 10-minute clips. So I'd like you guys to get these two things done, and then we're stopping here. That's all the farther you have to go. So just these 2 pages you're going to get done for today, and then tomorrow we'll worry about finishing the rest of this. So for right now, I think that is all that I have for you. As always, guys, if you have any questions, ask me. If something's not working, don't panic. We'll get it figured out. Especially my first hour kids, you guys are the first ones to go through and check on links. Certainly email me if something's going on, but don't give me the panicked email like, oh my God, the world's ending. If something doesn't work, guys, we will fix it. We will get through this. None of us have ever done this before. So take a deep breath, relax. It's going to be okay. All right, until tomorrow, folks, stay safe.